Alright, what's going on, guys? So me and this guy were just having a little conversation about how
I was like, I'm going to the Goodwill, man. I want to see if they got any good antiques.
yeah, but he wants to find antiques. The problem is there's a Chinese buffet that's not too far from where the antiques are at.
That's why I'm going to the Thorndale one now, because I know if I go up by length, I'm gonna end up in that buffet.
Yeah, the problem is about the buffet is that we talk ourselves into some things that we don't want to do.
How you do that?
Like, all right, I already spent a couple dollars today, you know, got a little chain, got, you know, sneakers or whatever. So you're like, all right, well, I don't want to spend too much more money. So then you get hungry when we're just out there hanging out, you know how we do it. And the problem is that, you know, if you're like, oh, I want some sushi, then it's like, what'd you say? You said sushi.
Yeah, and at Zing's, it'll be like $5 for a roll, maybe $6 for a spicy tuna roll. So then you're like, you know what? I can't do that. Let me just go up here. It's $10 for the whole thing.
Everybody knows you just can't go get one roll of sushi. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
It's like, what do they say? Like Pringles, once you pop, you can't stop. That's rolls of sushi for fat guys. So if you do it in your mind and you're like, well, I know I'm at least going to have 2 or 3 rolls, but then what? It's cheaper to go to the Chinese buffet.
Saving money.
So you're like, okay, well, we might save a couple dollars.
Yeah.
2 fat guys end up at the Chinese buffet again every time. Spending money we didn't want to spend.
Yeah. And then today, tell them about that. So y'all might have seen we did a little donut sandwich video. That was a fat sandwich right there.
Listen, donut thing was serious because
KFC.
As a fat guy, there's like certain things you can't do in public. Like everybody knows, if you're fat, you shouldn't be eating a donut in public. Like skinny people will look at somebody that's fat on the corner and be like, yo, look at that fat person eating a donut. Like, cause it's like the most.
Or like a cop, you expect to maybe see one eating it, but.
Like cops or extremely fat guys.
But if you see a fat cop eating a donut, that's worse. If
you see a skinny guy eating a donut, you're like, oh, he's trying to get his calories up. Good for you. You know, if you see a fat guy eating a donut, though, you're like,
yeah, I knew he was going to eat that.
Yeah. So the chicken sandwich kind of made me feel like I was depressed
when
I was eating
chicken in the middle.
Yeah.
And then they put more hot, sugary sauce on it. It drips all out of it.
Oh, it's the messiest sandwich in the world.
When he's seen the picture, he's like, this could be on my funeral thing.
Yeah, the picture of that sandwich is what I picture like at my funeral, like, or the obituary. It says like my name with a picture of that sandwich, because it looks like that just kills people. That sandwich looks like death to a fat person. It's like every time I lay down at night, I feel my heart acting crazy already, and now I'm gonna go ahead and poke at it with a stick in the form of a hot chicken glazed donut
Right
sandwich.
now, we just talking on the back roads in Honeybrook. Look over there at that creek.
Oh, yeah.
Over here on this side, let me see that for a second. Let me show you something. Over here, back in the day, some fattas go down in that water and sit to cool off like some big old elephants glazing down there in the pasture.
Oh, yeah. Almost like a wallow, if you will. Fat guys wallow in the river. Yeah. But, so that's that. All right, we just wanted to come talk to you guys real quick.
In a truck with a little talk. But now we in a Kia, 2 hamsters.
2 hamsters
like
in the Kia. When that little commercial, like, But either way, tell us how you guys feel, if you're skinny, if you're fat, and how you feel about eating certain foods. Like, if you're a fat guy, tell me, yeah, one time I was eating Doritos, and I walked up to the counter, and I had Cheeto dust on my fingers, and I handed her a 10, and left an orange imprint on the bill, and she just looked at me like, you're fat.
But if you are any of our friends, don't talk about how you eat foot and all that. We don't want to hear that.
Let us know if you're skinny, if certain foods have ever made you feel a certain way. All right, over and out.